I told you, stay in your own form. It's the polite thing to do.
I'm afraid bold and shiny won't work with your whole model. Perhaps pointy. The whole squad go, whoa, that pony is woke. Like the futility of shopping can be made better with black leather and metal studs. But they
together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won. No one's gonna give nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight is done.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Anime fans and brony fans alike. This is the Ninja Reviewer here, back once again for another exciting review of My Little Pony Season 8, Episode 4 review. Alrighty then, this week's episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I would have to say, I have never laughed so hard in my entire life. Like, I've never laughed so hard in my entire lifespan. Like, literally, oh my god, this episode was just so funny, man. It was funny, and it was so it was funny because I just love the way this episode played out. Yeah, I know what the lesson it is trying to teach here, so I guess, you know, the lesson is what it is, you know, whatever there. But actually, here's the thing, even though the lesson is pretty much the same, it's on a whole different turnabout compared to basically conquer her shyness. This isn't just the usual, oh, you know, we just gotta, you know, conquer her shyness, you know, by trying to do whatever, etc., like, you know, Philly Vanilli did, or like whatever. But this episode, basically, right here, was the definition of Fluttershy trying to pretty much conquer her anxiety of actually trying to actually beat. Like, I could see the lesson where they were going with. Now, I know the lesson is very simple, obviously, but it wasn't about shyness. It was about being more open to other people without making the situation worse. Meaning, she had to find the right kind of slang and pretty much whatever to pretty much basically try to fit in with everybody else. So it's like, yeah. But like, but Fluttershy in this actual in this episode was definitely just, oh my god, like yo, oh my god, like the character she was playing. Okay, you got your, obviously, your whole stuck up, like, darling, I could show you, technically this is definitely not your style. You have to be more observant with your fashion, you know, shit like that. You got the stuck up fashion character, and you have to, like, oh my god, this is like totally, I'm not really digging this whole like scenario here. And then of course you got the whatever, you know, life is pain, life is a drag, I'm so emotional wreck, like, you know, shit like that. You get like those kind of emotions. It's like, what the fuck. So that right there alone just had me sold on one of the funniest episodes I have seen, and definitely for Fluttershy's character. So the episode basically is about Fluttershy trying to take over Rarity's boutique shop while she's away for an actual fashion show that's actually going on. I think it was not a contest, but I think it was just some kind of, like, it was like a live thing that she was doing. But of course, someone needed to watch the shop, and everybody else was pretty much booked. And it's crazy. And I love how we actually got to see Mon this episode. Again, this is the second Mon episode, but granted, it was only like a small cameo. But it's kind of funny though how we actually get to see Ma twice in like 1 week. And that's crazy as hell. We saw her last week, and we saw her this week when she asked her, and she's like, yeah, technically I have some rock formation stuff, or maybe she's doing something with her boyfriend, which I'm not gonna go to that episode because, actually, I'm not saying it was bad, but I just don't want to see him for a while. Okay, I'm just saying, I don't hate him, it's just, I don't know, maybe I do a bit, but who knows, maybe that's just my opinion on that. But anyways, and I like how she wanted to ask Boulder. It's like, oh yeah, you could ask Boulder, maybe Boulder could do it. She's like, huh? Like, it was so funny. So that was some funny stuff right there though. And so basically, in other words, nobody was available to do the job. And because obviously everybody else has a lot of crazy busy things. Obviously Rainbow Dash is a furry because she hates all that stuff. But I could kind of see maybe Pinky doing it, but she said it's pie season, so they didn't even know it was actually a thing. But anyways, though, after that has happened, we see finally Fluttershy is technically the only one left. Why am I talking like that? I need to stop! Jesus. She's the only one left, okay? She's the only one left that she needs to go to. And basically, Rarity... Oh, I love that part, by the way, where Rarity was just, like, strutting her stuff. And I know that sounds... Well, actually, no, that sounds kind of fine to me. I wouldn't mind Rarity strutting her stuff. But anyways, though, when it comes to that, just showing off your actual... Like, in other words, she was showing, like, these kind of ways to actually get you into that... You know, to get you into that zone, into that mood, to actually please the customer. So by doing that, she's like, okay, maybe I could try stuff like that. And then it wasn't until then where Rarity pretty much showed Pinky how it was done. And what happens is that when that was going on, we see that we see one of the customers, you know, Fluttershy didn't really know what to do, and then actually Rarity helped her out. And then after that, when this one dude came in about like some kind of peace suit thing or whatever, all of a sudden we see the raccoons. I think it was I forget their names exactly, but they're back. They were the same ones that were from the season 6 episode, which that episode was funny as hell. I loved that episode so much, though. That was actually one of my favorite episodes of season 6. Well, one of my top ones. Even though I wasn't a big fan of even though season 6 was kind of, yeah, but whatever though. Even though season 6 wasn't like my favorite season, that episode alone though was like one of the funniest ones I did enjoy. So seeing them again was actually pretty nice. So they actually pretty much help her out because she is really talented with animals. Basically try to dress her up and to become this fashioned kind of pony. And because of that, she seems like she was trying to go with that motion for a while, but everything got screwed up. She decided to change her attitude, to fit on their level. So in other words, she was trying to pretty much go on their level, on their terms, on how they walk, talk, act, whatever, just to please the customer. And while it was working at the beginning, it kind of fell flat afterwards and everything was screwing up. And pretty much almost every pony was starting to fucking hate her pretty much. And then, oh my god, the best pony in this episode, right here, best pony is the... Now, I kind of forgot that this was like the Edward Scissorhands design. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Edward Scissorhands, yeah. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. But I was pretty much thinking, I don't know if anybody else was thinking this, but I was thinking of Sasuke! Yeah, that. I was thinking of... Actually, no. I was thinking of, oh, this actually reminds me of the scene. And the way he talked wasn't really like Sasuke. But he actually reminds me of this.
You will ever understand the torment I feel. The torment of an extremely attractive ninja who is lusted after by pretty much every girl he's ever met.
Yeah, that's exactly what he reminds me of. The little Karibo Ninja Bridge version of that Sasuke. He reminds me so much of that. It's like, yo, Sasuke! Where's Naruto at, man? Sasuke, man. Where's your buddy Naruto at, though? But yeah, I mean, granted, I know it's supposed to be Edward Scissorhands, but I was just thinking of Sasuke from Naruto. It's the hair, man. It's the anime emo haircut that actually got to me there. So it's like, yeah, I was always just thinking of Sasuke. But then at the very end, it turns out the situation becomes worse. Obviously, it is kind of predictable, obviously, that the main 6, you know, has to obviously come through because of, you know, what's been going down. So after hearing the news, Spike, because the raccoons pretty much got pissed because she called them rodents, and pretty much it's like, oh, well, it looks like you rodents. It's like the way she thought, yo, she played these characters so well. I just loved it. I mean, as cute and adorable as Fluttershy is, and not just cute and adorable, she has grown as a character since, I would say, after season 4. She has grown into like a more observative character, and just like in Pony Point of View, was it Pony Point of View? I think it was. No, not Pony Point of View. Fame and Misfortune. Like, she actually explained it, where it's like, you know, look, it took me a while to get me out of my shell. It took me a long time to get there, but I finally reached up to that point. Even though I liked her, you know, it's kind of a shame that the movie, I hate to say it's really quick, but It's a shame that the movie didn't even inquire her with Fluttershy. I really wanted Fluttershy to be like that character, like that Fluttershy that I've known that developed. But whatever, though, winners can't be choosers, right? But anyways, though, it turns out after the raccoon spread the word with Spike, apparently after that it spreads the words to Twilight and everybody else. The main 6 see it for themselves, and they get pretty pissed and actually ask Rarity for help back. After that, it looks like Rarity just, helps them out in the end. And, the problem just gets resolved. She sees that, well, you know what? And then, like I said the lesson before, is to not only just be yourself, but basically, it's just a very simple lesson of just trying to be yourself to open up to others. I know it's very hard to open up to others by basically trying to stoop to their level just to fit in, but you don't really have to. All you have to do is just basically say, well, I'm not really the biggest fan of this and that, or if you don't understand, just be like, okay, or just roll with it. You don't really have to pretend to be on their level just to please them. Because if you be like, okay, I could do this, I could be like on their level, and then you try it, and you think it works, but then you fuck up and it fails. So that's the way I see it here. So pretty much I like the lesson they were going with here. It's not only to be yourself, but to be more open, and try not to pretty much act like the way Fluttershy did. So that's basically it for the episode. I really enjoyed this episode a lot. I mean, in my opinion, I actually really enjoyed it. I mean, while the lesson, maybe just like a simple lesson, it doesn't matter because everything about this episode was just so well. When it comes to the entertainment value of this episode, it was very funny, it was very clever, and I just like how all these situations were coming together. It was just amazing. I just absolutely loved it. Compared to last week's episode, where I had some problems down the road, this week's episode, though, just proved me wrong of how amazingly funny it is. And it might be going on one of my top favorite episodes so far on the top list so far of season 8. You heard me. It's definitely going as one of my first favorite episodes. So this time I'm giving this episode, that's right, a 5 out of 5. Yeah, a 5 out of 5. So basically, no problems here with this episode. I thought it was paced really well. I mean, yeah, some stuff might have been like kind of predictable, like we pretty much kind of saw it coming in the end, but I still really enjoyed it regardless. It was still just a very entertaining, very funny, I will definitely keep watching this over and over again because of how great this is, and especially because of how meme-worthy it is. So that's basically it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this week's episode of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Season 8, Episode 4, Fake It Till You Try It, and then I will see you guys for the next episode, Episode 5. Until then, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, click on that bell to join the squad, boys. Follow my social media plugins and my gamer tags as well. Also, do not forget to join the Plus Ultra Discord if you haven't already. Until then, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting Rich Video What You Watch, and Bronies, Bro Hoop, Brony on. And yeah, just remember, just to be yourself. And just try not to act like too much like an asshole. I guess that's the best advice I can give you. Or just don't try like to be one of those people you may think you may not be an asshole, but in reality it kind of might be. But still, with Fluttershy, it was still pretty damn funny. But anyways, yeah. Oh, I did forget something. Don't forget to drink your daily dose of moose milk, bitches. I love that.